Coming up on Fox 44, an update to this morning's tragic 15-car accident, an incident on the old Mississippi River Bridge, what we know about how it all happened. And Women's Hospital is among the first to use a new life-saving gene therapy, giving one Baton Rouge family a new chance at life. Good Tuesday evening. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Chad Sabity. Thank you for joining us for Fox 44 News at 5:30. We do begin tonight with developing news, a tragic story from this morning. A juvenile has died after a huge pileup that happened on the old Mississippi River Bridge. Fox 44's Abby Rocha joins us live in studio tonight with the latest details. Abby?
Yeah, Chad, you just have to wonder, how could this happen? Victims at the scene told us they were going over the old bridge and couldn't see over the hill that cars were stopped. So one after another, 15 cars slammed into each other. The result, a mangled mess and the tragic death of a 13-year-old girl. As crews were cleaning up, we spoke with a couple who has a chilling story of the young girl's last moments. We do have to warn you, what you're about to hear is disturbing.
She did speak to me before she passed away. Not good. Not good. I mean, I'm okay, but somebody lost their life needlessly to me. There was no conversation. Are you okay? Get it off me. Get it off me. I mean,
she was a young girl.
The wheel was on top of the car, which was pinned her head down.
It's horrible there. Numerous other people were injured. It's unclear just how many at this time. I'll have the full story on this tonight at 9. Live in studio, Abby Rocha, Fox 44 News.
Abby, thank you. 2 area schools will be among some of the first statewide to offer the COVID-19 vaccine through this week's partnership with Baton Rouge General. Fox 44's Dion Guillory has the details of how many doses are expected to go out.
Teachers are signing up to get a COVID-19 shot.
Our main goal is to get as many shots in as many arms as quickly as possible.
Renisha Ford is the Director of Pharmacy Services at Baton Rouge General. Starting tomorrow, teachers from St. James Episcopal and St. Luke's will be the first educators to get the shot at the General's vaccine clinic after school hours. Teachers from the Episcopal School of Baton Rouge start getting theirs the next day. The General plans to give at least 250 doses of the vaccine to teachers while getting an increase of supply from the state to knock down a waiting list filled with thousands of names.
So we will be able to move some of those individuals off of our wait list and get them vaccinated. And that's the key, just to get that wait list down to 0.
Some 1,300 teachers and staff in East Baton Rouge Parish schools are expected to get a vaccine through Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health Centers and schools. Livingston Parish teachers are asked to sign up with a pharmacy closest to them.
Ask plenty of questions, get all the answers that you need so that you can make an educated decision as we try to protect our community so that we're able to move forward and enjoy the parts of life that we've missed out on over the past year.
Dion Guillory, Fox 44 News.
And Baton Rouge General officials plan to vaccinate as many as 10,000 people a week once supply increases. Livingston Parish schools are also preparing to get their teachers vaccinated next month. The school district is scheduling appointments for up to 720 qualified staff members, all set to receive their first dose on March 10th. That is scheduled to happen from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the SUMA Professional Development Center. March 10th, again, is the currently scheduled date, or currently scheduled as a professional development day. Anyone not able to get in that initial group will be put on a waiting list. And a quick update on today's COVID-19 data from the State Department of Health. 1,300 new cases confirmed today, another 26 deaths as well. The number of patients in the hospital tonight is now in the low 700s, the lowest number we've seen since mid-November. Over at Women's Hospital tonight, one newborn is making a miraculous recovery, having just received one of the most expensive life-saving treatments. Fox 44's Anam Siddiqui has the story of this courageous family and newborn.
Newborn baby Lexa at Women's Hospital will be able to walk normally and breathe normally after receiving the life-saving $2 million gene therapy Zolgensma.
I don't believe there's been a baby this young to get the gene therapy, so to have the opportunity to give it at 4 days is huge. We expect a very good outcome.
It was more than what I could have expected. More than what I could have hoped for.
Lexa was born with spinal muscular atrophy. According to physicians, it's the ALS version for babies.
It felt to me the most common cause of death, genetic death in the first year of life. most common genetic cause of death.
Lexa's condition was discovered in the womb. Her mother knew Lexa had a 1 out of 4 chance to have SMA since her 2-year-old son also has SMA. Her son Axel received his dose about 6 months ago.
He's started sitting unassisted, a lot stronger, more confident.
After much negotiation, the treatment is now available to Lexa through Medicaid. It's a one-time gene therapy which will stop SMA from progressing without altering the DNA, giving Andrea's babies a better chance at life.
Lexa, it's limitless. I think it's possible that she hits every milestone that what would be considered a normal kid.
Anam Siddiqui, Fox 44 News.
And according to Women's Hospital, this type of gene therapy has only been available for a very short time, but glad to see that baby and that family doing well. Switching gears as we continue to honor Black History Month, Fox 44's Jaron Jordan spoke exclusively with Lynn Whitfield about her groundbreaking career as a black actress and her roots right here in the capital city. Lynn Whitfield has graced our screens for decades now, from television to film. She's a treasured name in many households. Today, the South Baton Rouge neighborhood she grew up in looks very different, with dilapidated buildings and some abandoned storefronts masking the rich history held underneath.
Everybody in Baton Rouge knows who your grandmother is, your grandfather, who your dad is, and it was a real sense of care and community. When I was born, there wasn't a freeway right there at the end that sort of separated one end of Terrace Street from the other. And there's a distinctive difference as you go several blocks over. So simply attention needs to be paid to the community, energy put into it, money put into it, and to seek out those pillars of the community.
And you can find that full interview with Lynn Whitfield online at brproud.com. That's part of this week's Uniquely Baton Rouge. We are following some developing news this evening. Tiger Woods is currently in the hospital after a rollover car crash earlier today out west in California. The accident happened earlier this morning outside of Los Angeles. Investigators say Woods' car was the only vehicle involved, and he was the only person inside that car. Multiple reports confirm he was on his way to meet Saints quarterback Drew Brees before the crash for a photo shoot. Woods' agent says he was taken into surgery for multiple leg injuries, and of course we will pass along any updates on his condition as they become available. Still to come here on Fox 44, could Louisiana soon get a new state motto? We spoke with one state lawmaker about why he says it's time for change and reflection. But first, the check of the roads and your forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jesse Gunkel.
Yeah, big picture out there. You can see that you're looking at I-12 and Sherwood Forest all heading in that eastbound lane, but you see right there, everything really comes to a standstill. A lot of that traffic goes all the way past Drusilla, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Obviously, that's about a mile stretch out there where the traffic is extremely slow. It opens up a little bit past, or about another quarter.